Amidst the snowy cloud, with all cries and pain, let's celebrate our youth and old age with faith. Hello everyone and season's greeting. I am Soni Puamma, lecturer, Department of English with Dhyasram Pre-University College, Mysuru. Youth is one of the most important and a beautiful phase of human life. Youth is a period where success ladders you to the pinnacle. Birth, childhood, adolescence, maturity, old age and death. These are the phases that we face overall to the eternity, and that's what we are destined to. Here we have one of the most charismatic poem, or if we have to say, a handsome hunk and a beautiful lady who lost their life for each other without expressing their love. Coming into dejection, of course, another love story of a dejected lover, that's himself William Butler Yeats. Here, he is a poet, he is a speaker, and he is dedicating his lost love to one of the actress Maud Gonne. He is an Irish poet, whereas Maud Gonne is an Irish revolutionary as well as actress. You can see this is completely a melancholy, this is a patho poem wherein the poet himself expresses his lost love and also regrets for not expressing his love to her, even though he would have expressed, Maud Gonne wouldn't have reciprocated, or she wouldn't have succeeded in giving back his love to him. This poem starts with melancholy, wherein she would have aged now. Mind you, the poet isn't talking about the past. He isn't talking about the present. He's talking about the future. He wants Maud Gonne to read the poem or recite the poem to herself when she is old. Only because she did not reciprocate his love, she would have married any other man and he would have been a dejected lover. Here are the four lines. When you are old and grey and full of sleep, and nodding by the fire, take down this book and slowly read and dream of the soft look your eyes had once and of their shadows deep. This paragraph is nothing but a poem of anticipation. These are the lines of anticipation. Anticipation is nothing but expectation. Of course, expectation really hurts. It did that with that of the poet also. So he says that once you are old and grey and full of sleep, you would be drowsing across the cinder. Cinder is a fireplace, and nodding by the fire, take down this book. When you are in your leisurely hour, you are ought to take this book because there would be no companion of yours. It's only my book that would accompany you at your old age. And slowly read and dream of the soft look your eyes had once and of their shadows deep. Youth is such a beautiful phase. Everybody wants to look beautiful. In the other way around, beauty means youth. Youth means beautiful. Irrespective of caste, irrespective of color, irrespective of size and shape, youth becomes very mesmerizing at that age, and you look very charismatic as well. So, he wants her to reminiscence the lost youthful days. You would have taken pride for being beautiful. There would have been many men who loiter across you just like honeybees across a flower. You would have been that beautiful flower where every honeybee that turns to be men who wants to ponder themselves on you only to make sure that they are yours or they love you. But mind you, this is not that. Now you are old. While you are reading this book, you are old. Look at the poet also. He might be nasty in defining that now you are old, your companion, your husband wouldn't be loving as I would have done if I was in his place. But he is being very original in his expression also. He puts up in a very lucid manner and a very prowess manner. He says that your eyes will reminiscence those lost days. You would regret that once upon a time I was too very beautiful. Old age is inevitable. Nobody can stop aging. But why don't we age gracefully? She would have forgotten to express in her way to say that abhi to main jawan hu. But alas, jokes apart, here is a poet who expresses that You need to reminiscent those days when you were beautiful and now you are not. This book will be your leisurely companion. And again, reading on through your lines, your eyes had once and of their shadows deep. You have lost all that beautiful eyes or the expressions which you had once upon a time. And here you have the agony of the poet. This paragraph or this stanza is nothing but agonizing. It's an agony wherein he starts, how many loved your moments of glad grace and loved your beauty with love false or true? But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you and loved the sorrows of your changing face. He's giving a befitting answer directly. He's in pain, he's agonized, he's in despair, and all the perils has been smashing him over the years. And he says that there were many who loved you. There have been many who loved you, of course. And he says that, and loved your beauty with love false or true. There would have been men who loved you truly also. But there would have been men who did not love you for what you are. They would have been enchanted by the beauty that you hold. The beauty that lured men. Yes, you lured every man. But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you. He refers to himself. He says, I loved you very proudly. I loved you in the way you are. I'm down to earth into saying that I loved you for being what you are. And what are you? You're not just a woman. You are everything to me. I loved you for your identity. And your identity is the soul. I did not fall for your beauty. Your beauty plays a very pivotal role. Beauty is everything. It's one of the celebrated ideas. We all agree. But exactly who can define beauty? Beauty is nothing but the facial expression. It's just a facet to overthrow courageously. And here he poses a question. He throws a challenge stating that it's only me, amidst of the umpteen men, it's only me who loved you for what you are, because he knows beauty fades, but what remains intact or eternal is the soul of and the beauty or the beauty of the soul. And love the sorrows of your changing face. You might be in distress. Who will love you the way you are? As you are old, as you're aging, you might lose all the charm. Your hair is graying. Your face is getting wrinkles and dark circles. Your body shrink. But nobody will love you the way you are, rather me. I loved you the way it is. Now you will regret. If you want to achieve what you wanted, you would have reciprocated time back. But you did not do that. And now this book will help you to realize what you have lost for lifetime. To the other stanza of acridity. Mind you, alongside, human beings are born with this nature, a nature of love, hatred, resentment, envy, and acridity. Acridity is nothing but sarcasm. He had anticipated that she would reciprocate, but for his bad, she did not reciprocate, and that was the pain. And now he puts the words in sarcasm. Here for the lines that shows his pain of sarcasm. And bending down beside the glowing bars, murmur a little sadly how love fled, and paced upon the mountains overhead, and hid his face amid a crowd of stars. He says, you did not reciprocate my love that day, and now you are reading this. Now you are too old that there would be someone to take up your confession. You are all alone. The glowing bars represents that she is near the cinder. Cinder is nothing but the fireplace, as explained to you in prior. Murmur. When do you murmur? When you have none alongside you? Or you don't want to express your love to others, at that time you murmur. She is all alone, sitting beside the cinder, and only to express her feeling, she says, how love fled. Feel the intensity when you lose love. I told you, love cannot be defined. Yes, we have to age with time. Aging is inevitable. But what remains in you intact is only love. Life is meant to love. Love those person or reciprocate to that person wherein you think that true love is overwhelmed. And she has lost that to the poet. You can see the poet very cautiously putting down his words wherein you can find also the acridity or the sarcasm. And paced upon the mountains overhead. Mountains refers to that peak or the height. My love would have reached that peak. But how it failed reaching you. And now, even though you want to pace that love, even though you want to conquer that love, the love has hid amid a crowd of stars. Now you may not find love at all. You cannot find my love at all because it all situated there in amidst of the stars. And what does stars indicate? Stars indicate love, confession, and also sometimes compassion. And with this, you have the glossary. Of course, nothing has gone over the cover text. This is what you ought to learn. And also the figurative speech. Every poem comes with the figurative speech, and this poem, just like that of Romeo and Juliet, is filled with figures of speech. Along with love comes rejection, and along with rejection, time heals everything. And you have the symbols of grey and weak, which means that she is aging, and fire. Fire indicates passion and purity, and collection of stars, compassion, adolescence and adulance. Adulance is nothing but the love. Next, alliteration. You have and hid his face amid a crowd of stars. This is alliteration where something very much of more than expectations is recovered, and that's what we call it as alliteration. He says that my love is nothing but behind your foot. My love isn't that where you stamp and move forward. My love is beyond that. It's heavenly. So that my love is stuck there amidst of the stars. And you have personification wherein she says that how love fled. Love is given a human trait. Love is given a human trait of expression. It just fled at the winds of our fingertips. And how much can the lover boy can pose you with? It's only the 6 marks. One question. Be prepared to write the theme. The theme is nothing but the patho, a dejected lover confessing his love to the beloved. Nothing comes to conclusion very easily. We all have to age with time. But how about aging with grace? Because we all women, we all men are born with beautiful souls. Let not soul die. Let's re-evoke the age of grace. Until then, here's Vidyashram for you, standard retained on learning. I'll meet you next with all happiness again. Until then, sayonara.